Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, KGRA proudly brings to you its Pop Culture Minefield's Dork Side of the Ring! The Dork Knight, Danny Ballard, the Atmosphere, Joe Rivers, the Dork Side of the Ring! And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Suck it! Hello there.
What's up, Big Daddy?
Oh, you know, I'm in this big old fancy, swanky, salty nerd podcast studio today, giving this a try. Doesn't this microphone sound like butter? Oh my God.
It sounds sweet, my friend.
Right?
Yeah.
So how you doing, man? It's been a week.
It's been a week, and we got a lot to get into today. Not just the 2 major promotions, but my gosh, man, there's rumors abounding about a lot of stuff. Yes,
Right?
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Ton of stuff.
Mhm.
Also, we had just to do a little tease for future. I think we're going to drop it on May 5th, but we had a really cool interview thanks to you and your brother with Nikki Victory.
Yes,
yeah.
Wrestler in the Cincinnati, Ohio area.
Yeah, and I know that you're really excited about this. She's taking on Tessa Blanchard in in Tessa's returning match in I believe in June. So
yep.
Yeah. So
I don't think it's a return match. She's been wrestling, buddy.
Oh, has she?
If you look it up on YouTube, she's been wrestling. Matter of fact, I think I showed some of the stuff when we first started this show a little while back.
So I know I read that I guess she's going through a divorce right now.
Yeah.
Did you read it? Yeah. So
yeah,
I did. I thought she was just, you know,
things have gone bad for her the last couple of years ever since she won that Impact belt, their heavyweight championship off of Sami Callihan, who I can't stand, that piece of garbage. But anyway,
he's just doing a good job.
He's doing a good job being a dirtbag. But anyway, some things came out. Her backstage behavior with her cohorts was not very good. Some might say downright degrading to some of them. And she got kind of blackballed there for a little bit. She's been wrestling in gyms for the last year.
Yeah.
Trying to get back in fighting form. So
I read recently over WrestleMania weekend at WrestleCon, she actually like buried the hatchet with whoever she directed those racial slurs at. Did you read about that? Or?
I did not see that story, but the fact that she's wrestling in every time she wrestles in a just a notch further up. So it's looking good for her. I hope she can bounce back. You know what I think of her. I think she can beat anybody out there. So, you know,
dude, no, I think I mentioned this. Well, actually I mentioned it in the interview that we're going to be dropping in May. But no, I had the pleasure of meeting Tessa Blanchard thanks to RVD. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, this was right before she beat Sami for the title. And yeah, she seemed super cool to me, very approachable. She was really cool. So
yeah, I just judge her on talent. The first time I saw her, she wrestled. Listen to me, Rented Lips. She wrestled Kairi Sane in the first Mae Young Classic, and Kairi went on to win that. But it was in the first round. Tessa Blanchard versus Kairi Sane. Look it up. It's one of the greatest matches, female-wise, you'll ever see. It's fantastic. They left it all for sure.
Right on. Well, before we get into the wrestling coverage proper, anything else happened this week since we spoke last?
Not really. I did my first stream on Rumble.
Oh, how'd that go?
Did that, dude? It was my comic book sketching one I do on Saturdays where I plot my pages of my book, right? Dude, it's had over 140 views already.
Right
and
on,
it's only had like 12 on friggin' Facebook. So yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. I found out, and I shout out to Etep Wokian, Place to Be Reviews. if I hadn't watched his stream and found out you only needed 5 followers on there to live stream, I wouldn't even have done it. I thought I needed like 25 or something like that. I've been trying to build it. I've only got 9. But as soon as I heard that, I was like, shit, let me try this today. And sure enough, man.
Well,
Yep.
drop
Great.
your Rumble link in the chat
I sure will.
and let's try to get you a few more.
Shogun.
So I do have to apologize, people in the chat. I'm a little behind because I'm in the Salty Nerd Studio today, so I don't have my regular setup. But I am going to let's mute that. Sorry, I am going to try to keep up with the chat on my phone if I can. But of course, my number one fan. Hey, Mom, I see you're in the chat. Thanks for swinging by. I have to bounce back and forth between because we are simulcasting on the Pop Culture Minefield channel and the Dork Knight channel. So I guess I'm sure most people have heard. I tell you what, Matt, I can't thank you enough for your kind words yesterday on your live stream. So for those of you who haven't heard yet, I dodged a bullet. The cancer scare I had, it ended up being,
I heard that. Answer
called,
a prayer, buddy. Yep.
Yeah, I have it's weird. So I got a vasectomy in 2012, and I'm one of the basically 20% unlucky people who get vasectomies and have this issue. So I have something called hyperseal. And it's basically the scar tissue from the vasectomy is blocking some kind of thing. So a hyperseal is it's kind of like a lining around the testicles inside of the scrotum that always has a fluid running through it. And apparently I have a blockage, so that fluid is building up. So they gave me some medicine. If that doesn't work after 10 days, I have to get my testicle drained, which I'm sure is... Yeah.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Hey, at least it's not cancer. So
yeah. Hey, whatever, right?
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. So that was my good news for the week. So I was happy with that. Well, let's get into it, man. Monday Night Raw. What did you think of? Because I
thought it was the better show this week. I can tell you that.
The bar was pretty damn low.
It was pretty damn low, but yeah, it was the better show. I think the match of the week was on there. I don't know if you're going to run down the matches and stuff like that, but that Bronson Reed and the Almighty was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it was a good match, but I always hate it when they I guess I can't. They haven't done it in a while, but it ended in a double count out.
Right. Which means neither one of them are hurt by the match. And they both looked great in it. So yeah, but I had no problem with it. Yeah.
I don't know. My thing is why even bother if you don't want to pull the trigger on having one of them beat the other? Why bother with it?
First of all, we're now back in Vince's world where things will be ripped up every other.
Well, it's funny you say that. Did you see Fightful released a thing claiming that Vince McMahon personally emailed the entire staff, crew and roster, that Triple H was still in charge of creative.
Okay.
Whether that's true or not, whatever, but
kind of like the Authority came out there that one time and said, we're going to listen to the fans. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it, bro. Yeah. Got that 5x5. I read it loud and clear. Yep.
Touche.
I mean, come on, man. You got to call it when you see it, man.
Well, I know, so before we get more into Raw, I'm a little upset. I was really excited about King and Queen of the Ring because they were going to bring back the one night tournament that I loved so much, and they've gotten rid of over the years. King of the Ring has been, it used to be awesome. My man Bret Hart won the first King of the Ring, and it was a one night tournament. So to be the King of the Ring, you had to win 3 matches in one night. And then over the years, they just made it a tournament that took time over different shows. And then the final match would be at a pay-per-view or something. So I was really excited that they were going to not only bring back King of the Ring, but they were going to do the very first women's tournament style Queen of the Ring.
Right.
But this has got to be a Vince thing because Vince hates King of the Ring. He hates the tournaments and he hates making fans happy, apparently. So they changed it to Night of Champions. Did you hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this?
I think they should do the King of the Ring tournaments. I'm with you. I like it.
Yeah.
I think my favorite King of the Ring was Bad News Barrett. I love that dude as King of the Ring. It was awesome.
Well, me, man, I'm biased. It's Bret Hart.
Oh, of course. Yes.
The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I tell you what, if Joe joined us, so I was on Joe's show last night. I don't know if he's in the backstage.
Yeah, I listened to some of it before I went to sleep last night.
Well, he does a spot on Bret Hart. I'm like, dude, I need you to do my voicemail recording because it's like, it just sounds. He did a lot of really good impersonations last night. Like that dude is super talented.
He's super talented, dude. The friggin' I love the songs he comes up with. They're freaking hilarious, man. Great.
You seen his the Star Trek one that he did where he was like, it was like singing about no hangings, like there's no hangings in his Star Trek. Oh my god, that was so funny.
But yeah, Raw on the whole, I guess, Cody's promo was great as usual. I mean, what can you say about that dude that hasn't been said?
So what do you want to talk about?
Right. So what do you want to talk about? That's how everybody should start a wrestling show, right?
Man. Well, doesn't Adam Cole has like Who's Ready for Story Time? I think is the one. Yeah.
Baby. Yeah.
Baby. No, Cody is, man, I get that the money is in the chase, like the baby face chasing the heel. And I get that they want Roman Reigns to break the Pedro Morales and a Hulk Hogan 1,000-day record. I get all this stuff.
You get all of this stuff. Yeah.
And I get, and I understand that they're giving Cody a side quest with Roman because the 1,000-day, they need to make it to SummerSlam. So I'm thinking, what's your take on this? Mine is, I think Cody's going to go through this program with Brock. He's going to win, and then he's going to go get his rematch at SummerSlam, and then hopefully go over there. What do you think?
That sounds about right to me. They might throw somebody. I don't know if it'll be more than one match with Brock. Probably, I guess. They've got to stretch it out to SummerSlam, right? I mean, or do they? Well,
I think
it's really up in the air these days.
Yeah, but I mean, first of all, Roman's kind of on a part-time schedule. Second of all, it's pretty obvious to me that they're wanting to break the 1,000-day record.
Yep.
And in SummerSlam, lines up with that. And they're doing SummerSlam in a stadium. They're trying to make it like WrestleMania light, basically.
Yeah. And during his promo, he used that stupid ass name. They've gone back to calling it WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah, but the actual pay-per-view is still just Backlash. Because I looked, but yeah, everybody
he said it in the middle of the ring, bro.
He did. No, he did. And they're just trying to milk that WrestleMania cow, as much as they can. So my I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage today, so I'm going to need your help, Joe.
Okay, go.
I am at the studio, so I don't have access to my computer and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I don't have the whole rundown. I'm going off memory, so I do need your help. I do remember the main event of WrestleMania was Solo and Kevin Owens.
You mean Raw? Yeah.
Did I? Yeah, Raw. Sorry. Yeah.
I got you. Let me go ahead and pull up the result page.
But because they were having like supposed travel issues, so like
yes, the Miz couldn't make it. God, I can't remember exactly what the entire roster was that couldn't make it, but
Sammy and Matt Riddle, they showed up in just the nick of time at the tail end of the show. So I don't know if they were really having, I know a lot of people were, so I don't know if it was storyline or if those two really had travel issues and then they got there and were able to do that. But that was a good. I always love it when wrestling blurs the lines, between the reality.
And that's what makes Cody's promo so good. That promo he cut. I know we're kind of jumping the gun all the way to his promo, but how much the amount of truths that he puts in things to make it credible is just what makes his promo so great. There's a grain of truth in everything he's saying.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Totally. And
yeah.
Did you watch the A&E biography on his dad that just came out?
I have not watched any of
Oh
these.
my God.
Look, I am so busy with so many things. I got the comic book I'm working on and a bunch of stuff. I catch up on all the wrestling when I get off at 7:30 in the morning after breakfast on Sunday mornings. I have been watching wrestling all the way up until I see you sitting in that chair.
Right on, man. Well, it was really, really good, and it ties in the smart thing they're doing with with especially this latest episode of the A&E biography on Dusty Rhodes is they're tying it into the current storyline. So there was a ton of interviewing Cody in it.
Heyman, I'm sure.
Yeah, Heyman, definitely Heyman was in it, and they and they cover everything, how like Heyman dropped Dusty a lifeline and put him back on the map, and then they go over when Dusty got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, and then at the same time they hired him to work at NXT to train the kids, and that was truly like his happiest. It was. I highly recommend when you get some time. I highly recommend you check it out. It was
it's not that I don't want to see him. It's just like at the time right now. I watch him in the future. I love those kind of showcases. I think they're great.
I totally understand, but it was cool because there's no way they're not putting that strap on Cody eventually. Right. I know people are like all like, oh my God, Vince is blah blah blah. Nah, man, they're just the money's in the chase. And here's an interesting theory. I can't remember who put it out there. It might have been on Joe's show. It might have been on another show, but they think like, gosh, I wish I could remember whoever this person was. They were saying that once Cody wins, he's going to have to turn heel if we want him to keep the title. What? Because I know I don't agree with that, but the argument they were making was, the reason Cody didn't win at WrestleMania is because the money's in the chase, the babyface chasing the title from the heel. And then when he finally gets it,
I think it's as simple as them wanting to hit 1,000 days and break the record. That's all it is. I don't think it has anything to do with heel, babyface. If that wasn't if he'd already broken that record, Cody would have won at WrestleMania. Yeah. I really think that's the one thing they're trying to do. I really, that's really all it boils down to.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen baby faces go on good runs? And come on, man, give me a break. No,
fair enough. Obviously I didn't put that much stock in it. I couldn't even remember who made that theory, but
hey, everybody's got theories about what's going on. There's so much flying around right now. I mean, and we'll get into it after we talk about the shows, I guess. But the one that scares me the most is that McIntyre may be gone, and that would suck. Whoa. Yeah. Well, he's in contract negotiations, and you notice we have not seen him since WrestleMania. Yeah. Well, that's one of the rumors is that he may be on the way out because he tweeted out after WrestleMania a bunch of waving hands. So,
really?
So, I mean, that's one of the, you and I watch totally different wrestling catch-up shows, and that's one of the things the Wrestle Talk News guys were talking about. It's kind of cryptic, but it's in the wind out there that he made. Apparently, they're not close on the money at all, and he doesn't like his creative. So,
he.
I personally think it would suck to lose McIntyre. He's a great presence.
I totally agree, and I think it sucks that he got his big moment during the pandemic era.
Yes, yes. I mean, wow, he was a really good champion. And I'm not saying great because people have to see you to be great, right? And nobody was watching. Then I know me and my wife stopped watching because it just wasn't the same without a crowd. I mean, we didn't
Well,
start picking it
yeah,
up
but
again until the Thunderdome stuff.
it was really cool to see how people. I tell you what, like Bailey was an MVP of the pandemic era. She was
Yeah, she was.
gold.
Mhm.
She was gold because, like, the funny thing is when there's no crowd, the wrestlers can hear the commentators talking.
You can't
And
highlight
Bailey,
these, can you? Yeah. Remo,
well, I can't, but I can ask.
okay.
What do you want? Is there something?
Remo
Remo's.
says he blacked out his Twitter too.
Oh, he
Hang on,
did.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah.
Hey, Remo, welcome to the chat. It's my buddy
Mhm.
Trey from way back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
He says hi, by the way. Yeah,
Yep.
so I don't know what's going on with Drew. Where would like could you see him going to AEW? I mean, like, because AEW's bloated already.
Well, I tell you, it's becoming the better show, man. It was better than anything WWE put out this week.
Okay,
I mean,
we're
let me
arguing over that. That's
I know you didn't
say
say
right there.
I'm just telling you. Okay, check out this main event they had. Keith Lee versus Jericho. Keith Lee, one of the guys that WWE should have never let out the door.
No, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's fun? I love how Keith Lee finally quit dyeing his beard and his hair, and he just embraced
it's white
the gray.
now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Freaking cool, isn't it?
It's very cool. No. So, well, then tell me a little. I know we're jumping around. It's all good. We're just having a conversation here. So, how'd that match go?
Oh, it went fantastic, but of course, there were shenanigans. You know, the Jericho.
Yeah, I did not swerve.
Appreciation.
I believe,
yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. That he lost the opening match of the show, and he came out and just he hit Keith Lee with the ring bell when one of the Jericho Association, Appreciation Society guys was distracting the ref, which is Aubrey. Their best ref is a female named Aubrey. That's really, really good. Swerve got him with the ring bell, picked that up and smashed him with it. So, but I mean, Keith can still go, man. It was good stuff. It really was. But this is all leading to, it looks like it's leading to Jericho versus Adam Cole, because the whole thing was set up because of Jericho messing up Adam Cole's celebration last week.
And that'll be a money match because Adam Cole can go, and you got Chris Jericho. I do want to say hi to LDG who joined us in the chat, and Bigfoot Phil. Thank you guys.
The Four Pillars is intriguing storyline right now. Also, it was. It's great stuff.
Yeah,
it's great stuff.
Man. So did you hear AEW? Have you heard about AEW Collision, their new Saturday show that's going to be coming out in June?
I heard about that. I've heard rumors that they're talking about a brand split as well, because the rumor mill. You were on a show talking about it last night, so I'll let you talk about that when you feel like it. But that's why they're talking about a brand split with them, because he doesn't get along well with some of the boys. You know what I'm saying,
dude? I went off on Joe's show last night. I was like,
did you?
Like, well, yeah, because like, come on, guys, it's fucking show business, not friend business.
Right?
Make your money, do your thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't like this guy. I'm not going to work with him. You know what? Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels freaking hated each other, but they made magic in the ring. You know what I mean? They did what was good for business, and the fact that they're even talking about Chick Magnet Phil's having to have his own show because the Hardly Boys don't want to work with him.
For those of you that don't know, there's a rumor that our man's ready to come back, CM Punk, and they're talking about doing a brand split on AEW just to smooth things over in the locker room and stuff. And I'm
which is stupid. They just need to. What they need to do, so last night we were doing some fantasy booking. And I was saying that I think Punk and FTR should team up and take on the Elite, because they, with their trio thing or whatever.
Right now, it's building towards Blackpool Combat Club.
Right. No, I know. So, but
Yeah.
so Joe was saying, nah, we don't need that. Split them up and just do the money show, which is Punk and Omega. And I'm
Yes.
down with either of those, really.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
and Omega seems to be a little bit more mature than those other two cats. So
Yes.
I think he'd be open to it.
Mhm.
Supposedly there's going to be a meeting with Tony, Jericho, and Punk sometime this week to try to see if they can coexist.
Mhm.
Because Chris Jericho's been very outspoken
On Punk. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, Real Wade Nation joined it. Yeah, you like the hat? I do too. All you got to do is super
Salty
chat
Nerd.
obscenes amount of
Yes.
money to the Salty Nerd podcast. At least that's how I got mine.
Yeah.
And oh, hey, I see my mom. You're still in the chat. I was mistaken. I misheard. So you did not win. You won an entry into the final drawing. So you were right. But I don't care because you already said you were going to give it to Pops instead of me. So whatever. Trying to do my Mr. Perfect. Oh, there we go. So yeah. So we've kind of bounced all over the place. You want to go get back to Raw? I guess.
Yeah,
Like there was
absolutely.
the Trish Stratus heel turn. Did you expect that?
No, I didn't. But look, I have to say something. And it has to do with all of wrestling right now. They have totally thrown the rules out in everything now. You can just do whatever the hell you want to do.
Apparently,
And we saw it all over the place this week in both promotions. Okay, the fact that they were even having a championship tag team match without Lita makes no sense.
Well,
to
they
me.
did the Freebird rule, man. There's the Freebird rule.
Freebird rule my ass.
Well, and I agree, especially because
It's
Trish
dumb.
was the one that took the L, and then she gets butt hurt and turns on Becky. The whole thing was kind of bizarre to me.
It was really strange. I didn't like the fact that they were even having that match. But I do like the tag team that got the belts. I do like them. Rochelle Rodriguez is a big
Raquel Rodriguez.
yeah.
And
Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is she's just pure joy. I dig her. So.
Yeah, but they're not really they're not a tag team. You know who's a tag team? Damage Control. That's a tag team. You know who's
that's a tag team?
The Iconics. They were a tag team.
Yes.
Can you name any other female tag teams? No, because
not
they just
really
throw people together.
They just throw them together. Yeah, you're right.
It's really it's really frustrating.
Did you want to start at the beginning of the show and break it down, or
yeah?
No?
Well, I mean, sure, yeah. Well, how'd we start? Yeah,
we started with Finn Balor versus Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah.
And that went for a half an hour almost. I mean, between the promo and the fight, and of course, LWO loses again all over the place.
Hey,
so,
of course, man. You got like Dom, the ex-con Dom. Come on, man. He's like gold. He is the gift that keeps on giving. He's just the greatest heel.
Keeps on giving.
He doesn't even have to say anything. He just has to walk out. You know what I mean?
this rivalry's not getting tired. It's not. They're amping it up with different things, and they can go a little bit longer with this program, I think.
Oh yeah. Hey Zax, welcome to the chat.
Of course, the women's tag title was next, and that was just bizarre. It's just ridiculous. Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, well, before we get to that one, I want to talk about the Trish thing a little bit more, because Uncle Dave says that they're actually going to stretch that taffy out all the way to SummerSlam. Have you heard anything about that? About the Becky Trish match? Have you heard about that?
Well, hey, if that's what they want to do, have fun with that. I'm the world's biggest Becky Lynch fan. She's my favorite chick in WWE, and yeah, sure, why not throw the old girls at her for a while? Who the hell knows?
The boss is here.
How you doing, man?
What's going on? When you show up unannounced, I'm in trouble.
Right?
What I do now?
No. I am so happy about that news. I knew it was going to happen that way. That's why I told your mom, I bet you $20 it's going to be either epididymitis or something else dealing with the seminal vesicles, because I've had it happen. I remember what it felt like.
Yeah.
And I remember the swelling. The problem with testicular cancer is often the pain you feel is in your abdomen, not in your testicles.
Yeah.
And when it's actually inflaming the testicles, it's almost always something else. But
So-
I know that put the fear of God in you.
Oh, dude, no, yeah, I was a wreck for a few days, but my mom,
Yeah, I know. I
talked me off
witnessed
the
at least
ledge.
twice.
Yeah. Hey, man,
But hey,
I'm only
we need a
human.
production meeting because I'm going to have to pull in you guys' help.
Okay.
Saturday was a debacle. Why was it a debacle? My panel was filled with people who hadn't even seen the fucking movie we were talking about. So
Ouch.
nobody was talking.
What movie were you reviewing? I missed Saturday.
Into the Night by John Landis.
Okay.
What I consider to be technically, on a technical level, this is not my personal opinion. This is on a technical level. It is the best film he made during his career.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying it's like the most fun or most beloved. That's not my point. My point is it is technically the best film he ever made.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Zach's comment.
Zach's being a dick.
Nah, he's like, Joe says ball talk, and Zach says, no, we call them grapefruits,
Grapefruits back in the day. Hey, you know what it made me think of is that South Park episode.
Yeah.
Where they're riding around on their testicles.
Who Vader sent me that. He sent me a GIF of that.
Yeah.
The first day I told him what was going on. Yeah.
What's his name?
That's the South Park character just riding
riding around on his
balls.
testicles, putting them in a microwave so he can get free weed or get weed legally, medical weed. I'm telling you, man, South Park is so ahead of the curve on their comedy, and I know some people don't get it, but I showed one specific episode for the new season, this latest season, to Anima, and I said, I challenge you to tell me that wasn't fucking brilliant. What they did, because their comedy is sometimes, not only is it not subtle, it is so to the point that it's like they just slice somebody's throat and the person isn't even aware their throat's been cut.
Wow.
Yeah, they're good, no doubt about it.
They are, and I got to see what's that theater by the museum called downtown?
Is it the only reason why they can get away with it is because it's cartoon. That's the only.
So I saw it's bugging me. I can't remember the name of the theater, but I actually got to see the Book of Mormon musical that they did a few years ago. Before the pandemic, in a theater on it was like, I can't remember the name of it, but it was. That was really good. It's the same guys who do South Park made that musical, and it was pretty funny. Have you guys seen it?
Nope.
I have not seen. No,
Okay.
I have not.
I highly recommend it. Yeah, it's
Did
hilarious,
you go
especially if you're
to see
small. Yeah. I went. We had really, really good. We had box seats. I don't even like the girl I was dating at the time got the tickets for us through some connection she had or whatever. But they were, we had it was like VIP box seats and open bar. It was really cool. It probably helped make it funnier too.
Yeah, the last live musical I went to see was Bill Clinton was president. I went to see. I just forgot his name. The actor who played Benson on the TV series Benson and So.
Oh my God, I know that guy's name.
He got unceremoniously fired, and I don't know why. Because
is it Robert Guillaume? Is
Robert
that his
Guillaume?
name?
Robert Guillaume. Yeah. I went to see him as the Phantom. I was still in the Army.
He played the Phantom on Broadway. Wow.
Well, I was on the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I went to see a West Coast production in, I think it was Seattle. Okay. I have to go back and look because I'm sure there's something in my past to remind me where I saw it. I was so bored out of my gourd. I really was. I'm just because I think it's really funny about Andrew Lloyd Webber that Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, made a joke that he stole from Puccini. And I'm like, oh my God, especially in Phantom of the Opera, the main chords use the Phantom of the Opera. Those straight from Puccini.
Oh, cool.
He didn't even like hide it. He just took those notes and said, I'm going to throw them in here and hope nobody notices. But yeah, I'm not a musical fan. I used to be when I was a kid because I used to think that you could break into music. in real life.
Mm.
And
And
It
then he
leads to a
became a
funny
drummer
moment
and
in one of
found
my
out he couldn't. Right?
it leads to a funny moment in one of my scripts because, and I excuse it away by saying that everything you're seeing on screen is actually in the character's head. And that's why I immediately knew, like with this new Joker film, I forget the name, the French word for two people suffering from the same mental illness.
Yeah.
The same delusion.
They just wrapped principal photography on that, actually.
Yeah. Look, it's either going to be awesome or it's going to be really, really bad.
Really, really bad.
Yeah. If they do it correctly, I think it'll be great because everything's going on in their heads. A lot
I think it's going to be
aspect of it.
I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it, to be honest with you.
I got to tell you, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I feel exactly the same way, but I just always allow the fact that be prepared for disappointment. Don't be surprised by it. Never be surprised by it. But so I didn't want to interrupt your show, man. I just want to pop in and say hi to you guys and tell you how happy I am, and that we do need to have that meeting because I don't blame anyone in particular for Saturday, but me. It's always my fault because I really need to push that people need to know the subject.
Well, that's why
that's why I don't show up. If I haven't seen it, I don't show up. I'll be in the chat saying
man, but I know, there's a bit of an age gap between us, but the reason I haven't been on in so long is because you're always covering shit
I know
I've
you're
never
gay.
heard of.
You're gay. It's the whole gay thing because you want me, but you can't have me. So what are you guys talking about today? What's going on?
We are talking about the world of wrestling, my friend. We were in the middle of covering Raw.
And the Monday Night Raw.
Have you talked to the point of ad nauseum with the whole shit with the Cell?
With the what?
With a merger.
Not yet, actually.
No, we haven't
even talked about that at all.
We talked about that last week.
A little bit.
The sale happened more than a week ago.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good move for them. I mean, how much did it make, Vince? Did we figure out? It's like $7-8 billion or something.
Billion,
like that.
With a B.
With Vince McMahon, I'm like, Jesus. And now he's actually, because he's always been a villain. In real life,
now he looks like Snidely Whiplash.
Looks like Snidely Whiplash, exactly.
Yes.
With
all he needs is a little longer mustache.
I know, just a mustache. He comes out that he can twirl, and it's like, holy shit.
But apparently, according to who did you say it was? Said that he sent an email to all the talent saying that Triple
Uncle
H
Dave supposedly, supposedly.
Yes,
but I don't.
The god of all
believe
gods of wrestling news. Uncle Dave, whatever.
Yeah.
What's going on the other side of the ring, the legitimate side? I'm not saying wrestling is legitimately fun because it is. It's fun, but we all know that it's a form of athletic theatrics.
Yeah, performance art, entertainment. So are you talking about the UFC? Because the big thing is it's WWE
is the owner of UFC, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, according to the CNBC interview, I think Dana's dropped down to, so it goes from Ari to Vince to Dana, and they're going to rebrand. It's going to be a new name for, like, basically
so the merger
WWF
was wrestling on top of UFC, not side by side or the other way.
What I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but that's what was reported on CNBC.
Ooh. Okay, what's supposed to be happening is they're both going to be, oh my God, they're going to be they've already said there's going to be layoffs because they're going to merge a lot of the businesses together. A lot of people, we're going to have two people doing the same jobs, so they're going to eliminate one of them, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they're going to be separate entities. They're going to be separate entities, but what this is going to really
are they? Because I thought they said they were going to actually rebrand it, like with because I know the stock exchange ticker is going to be TKO, and they're coming up with a new name, so it's going to be like you'll have the combat sports.
Right, the corporation may be under one umbrella.
Concern. Are they bringing more theatrics into the legitimate fighting?
No, it's going to work the other way, Gary.
Yeah,
it's going to work the other way. We're going to see more UFC guys. We've seen several UFC fighters end up in the wrestling sphere.
Yes,
and we're
we
going to see
have.
more of that.
Absolutely. I would like to see that too.
You also have to keep in mind that UFC is a legitimate sport with, gambling and all of that stuff. Like they can't F that up. They can't, mess with that.
Actually, in State of the Apron, I have some news
People
about
who bet
a
on
wrestler
pro wrestling
entering.
are insane.
Yeah,
but,
they are nuts.
Oh, and Zax did say it. Folie adieu. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my friend.
You go.
He knows that because he's in Canada, and I bet he secretly speaks French Canadian.
The French Canadian.
I'd say it's so funny.
Français?
So,
or as I refer to them, the faux French.
The faux French.
I do.
You don't want to hear what my mother calls them. She's from Maine. Yeah, no, you don't want to hear that. That's not.
So my buddy Jason, who does the Wednesday and Thursday shows with me over on Salty Trekker, he's Canadian, over in Montreal, so he's fluent in French, and there's a rule on our show that he can't speak in French because it turns Mike's wife on every time he does.
Oh, look, petit français. Yes.
Hey, memes of destruction.
He speaks a little French. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's memes of destruction. Yeah, man. Cool shit. Where's John?
John had it is the anniversary of his mother's passing.
So
family deal. He is gone to do things with his family. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and then Johnny, I don't know why he's not here,
he's
but
not here either. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
People are abandoning you like they abandoned me.
I'm here.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey, what am I?
No, as long as
show me some respect. RESPCT right now.
About you,
oh
Joe.
Yeah, no, as long as I got Joe, I'm good to go. Yeah.
Whatever. I love Joe. Hey, reminder before I go, Tuesday we've got a new show with the Chief. Patrick is going to be taking over doing Tuesday. He's going to go over the film Dirty Harry.
Oh, okay. So okay. I thought he was going to be doing like a true crime thing, but he's going to be more like
he's going to mention real stuff in
I
it.
love on Tuesdays.
He's going to focus because I said, look, we love pop culture, and so I suggest you find a way of doing that. And this is what we do. And he liked the idea of talking about films and how they resonate to today. And he's going to include real stuff with law enforcement because this guy retired as the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department chief. This guy was top notch, which means that he worked within the political beast. So he knows how all that shit works. He was a cop, and on top of that, part of the political machine, and he knows what's wrong. And he will talk about that shit. And of course, San Francisco is where Dirty Harry takes place. So he's got an opinion on that.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. So you remember my buddy Tom we had on a couple times, the federal prosecutor.
I love that guy.
So he and I were hanging out the other day, and he's almost finished. So he's been working on a book.
I just need to know, were you drunk and talking about your balls to him?
No.
Look out.
No. Although, ironically, we were hanging out at an orthopedic, like our version of hanging out because we're old fucks was at an orthopedic doctor's office. I'm not even kidding. But we were, he was there, like he's got something going on with his shoulder, and it was right around the corner from me. And I was like, oh, hey. He's like, yeah, I'm waiting if you want to come hang out. So I just hung out with him while he was waiting. And we were chopping it up, and he's almost done with his book. And then what he wants to do is basically, he's like, well, the next part, he's like, he wants to do another, like a season 2, if you will, of the Vegas Fed podcast. And he's basically just going to read the book. I'm like, man, they call that an audio book. Why don't you just just
because that's really what he's good at. I think that he's a very good narrator. And I really hate the fact that the audience just didn't get what he was doing. And I would like to find a new way of bringing him back, but I'm just not sure how to do it. He's on Patrick's show.
He's been involved in so many, because he was the federal prosecutor for Las Vegas during the 90s, right? And he's got so many crazy stories
right before
about
it went family.
Yeah. No, like you during that transit, because he's got like mob stories. He's got like just create like robberies, murders, kidnappings. Like he's been like he's just
because he cut his teeth on that one case where the guy that owned the casinos daughter.
Yeah, on the Steve Wynn's daughter,
Steve
Kevin
Wynn,
Wynn.
that's him.
Yeah.
But definitely everybody tune in Tuesday and try to get him on with Patrick, doing an introduction of those two.
Yeah. No.
Okay, because he's in our management group.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to have a production meeting, so maybe we can start helping each other prevent what happened on Saturday. Because when I feel like I'm talking too much, I'm talking too much. When I start going, I'm getting tired of talking. It's like I was getting tired, and I'm like, oh my God, nobody else talk. I said it during the show. I said it on the show. Nobody else is going to say anything. Okay.
Right.
You know, I'm sorry, Gary. I just assumed you just loved the sound of your own voice. I didn't
I
think that would ever
don't.
be an issue.
Are you kidding me? Fuck you. I can't even when I do edits, I have to fast forward when I talk. I can't stand listening to my own voice. But I love talking to you guys. So I'll jump in here, and I'm not hearing me because I do stream of conscious communication. So I'm not hearing me when I'm talking to you.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
But when I go back to listen, I'm like, oh my God, I sound like half a retard. And
Well, at least it's only half.
someone to go, like my army buddies to go, which half?
Right.
And what's your gauge of measurement?
Yeah, you know, never mind. I used to say I'm half black, but you know, only from the waist down. Anyway,
Oh,
so we
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Let you guys get back to it. Memes of destruction. Thanks a lot, man. Zach, thanks a lot. Love you guys. Penny, as always, you're awesome. And I'm not going to pay you that $20. Or if I had lost that bet, because I know you didn't actually take the bet. But now we don't have to worry about it because, like I said, he's fine.
Yeah, you know, I'm probably going to live a very long and miserable, lonely life, so it's all good.
What was the meme I sent you right after you gave me the news? Was the brother from Napoleon Dynamite going, score?
Yeah. 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 No,
Anyway,
I really
love you guys. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, take care, Gary. It was good to see you, man.
Good seeing you too. And bye, Bill. I know you're backstage. Love you, man. All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, well, Joe.
Yes.
So we had that little unexpected thing. We have exactly enough time for your state of the apron before the break.
Sounds like a good idea, and then we'll get back into things when we get back, right?
All right.
Let me set this up for my man Bill in the back. Luckily, we need no sound with this thing. Hang on, let me get this thing up real quick. There we go. All right. All right, Bill, whenever you're ready. Boys and girls, it's time for State of the Apron. And we call this State of the Apron because the hardest part of the ring is the apron. And we all know that the hardest thing in pro wrestling is getting to the big dance, the big two, WWE and AEW. So I like to show you guys what's going on with the smaller promotions. And
you like to show us what's going on with the smaller promotions, but you have a Roman Reigns drive-by in your video.
I've got tons of stuff in that video. Do you not read what's under my name?
Yeah,
I am a Roman Reigns apologist. I'm sorry he won at
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. He shouldn't have won.
Acknowledge me.
That's right. Acknowledge me, baby. That's right. He is the greatest. He's actually on this shirt. Him and Braun Strowman had an ambulance match at Great Balls of Fire in Texas, the only Great Balls of Fire show. But yeah, we start off this time around with John Morrison. He wins his first boxing fight.
Yeah, no,
walks out of the ring, out to the ring with WWE and AEW stars. Now I have got to show you guys.
That must have been Joe because I heard about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Morrison made his boxing debut last night in a fight against Harley Morenstein at the Creator Clash 2 event in Tampa, Florida. The former WWE and Impact Wrestling star had a big entourage with him, including the likes of Karrion Kross, Scarlett, LA Knight, Jake Hager, Vic Joseph, Dan Mojo Riley, right? Only his last name is Mutati, and other friends from business, including his wife, Taya Valkyrie, who she called she called everyone family. Morrison, who was cornered by Josh Barnett and introduced by WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, won the fight after a knockout in the third round. Morenstein co-created, produces, and hosts the YouTube show Epic Mealtime. And we actually have video of the entourage.
I'm just glad Morrison did us proud. He represented the business and he won. You know what I mean?
Right. I hear you. Hang on a second. I've got to mute my audio on my speakers. But yeah, check out the litany of WWE stars that came in with him and other promotions. Hager's in AEW now. Yeah, there's Cross.
Yeah.
There's Mojo. There's
Rawley. Yeah.
There's
Is that Jake Hager?
That was Jake Hager. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Check it out again. Look at all these guys, man. They all came to the ring with him. There's LA Knight. I don't know if you saw him back there with a lanyard. He's in the back. I'll show it one more time. Look all the way away from him, and you'll see him in the back with a lanyard around his neck. There he is right there.
Yeah, LA Knight. Yeah. Was that Excalibur? Who was in that mask?
I don't know who was in the mask, buddy, but yeah, pretty neat stuff. Also, his face showed up on this. This is actually in your area. The Las Vegas Independent promotion features stars of wrestling, and they will be streaming exclusively on Fight.
Which is it? Is it
Justin?
Versus? FSW. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Future stars of wrestling. Just in time for their Day of Reckoning event, which is in your area, April 30th. Sunday, April 30th, Future Stars of Wrestling, the independent promotion.
Johnny Rock's ass out there to that. We'll have to check that out.
Based out of Las Vegas, Nevada, has found a streaming partner, Fight and Fight TV. And that's pretty much what this is all about.
Did they say where that's happening at? Like, I know, I mean, like what arena, or is it going to be
Hang on one second. Let's look down here and see. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it says what arena it's in, but I'll look it up for you and get it for you during the break. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, they've got a streaming partner. So apparently that promotion that you have locally is making waves, dude. They're
that's cool, man. I know of course Johnny's not here. Johnny actually used to work with FSW, so he might have us some ins there.
Yeah.
I've done some stuff with Versus.
I'm pretty sure I've heard him say before that the guy I really like in Major League Wrestling, Alexander Hammerstone, is in that promotion, I believe.
Yes. So, I remember, Johnny said that. Yeah.
Sounds like they're starting to come up in the world, man. There looks like Fight is going to start having a lot of the smaller promotions on it. I think the one that our girl Nikki is going to be on in June, the one with Tessa Blanchard, I think that's going to be on Fight TV as well. So I don't know that for sure, but I think I saw that on the poster. But it looks like your future stars of wrestling there in Vegas are having an impact. And speaking of impact, they of course have their Rebellion pay-per-view tonight, and Impact Wrestling viewership dipped a little bit before their pay-per-view, but there was a very significant impact on the card during the show this week. Of course, anybody that watches Impact knows that the guy from the Northern, Alexander, had to give up his belt because of a torn tricep. Well, I hate to break bad news to you, buddy, but it looks like Mickie James is doing the same. The last rodeo is over.
No.
If you watched the show this week, you saw her come out to a spotlight promo, darkened stage, everything, and she laid the belt in the middle of the ring. And
so she's like, I'm not putting anybody over. I'm retiring, and here's the title.
During the promo, she said that she had just gotten off the phone with the doctors, and she was not cleared to compete for Rebellion tonight, and that she said if she couldn't compete, that she was going to quit wrestling, right? And she talked about, I highly recommend going and watching the promo. It was very good. You know, Mickey's one of the greatest.
Mickey's.
She said,
awesome.
when I'm competing, I feel like I'm 20, but when I go in the back, that's when I I start to realize
she,
I'm
what
not
is
20
she?
anymore.
Yeah, no, she's in her
So
40s now, right?
yeah.
Which,
So
yeah,
Mickey has stepped away.
damn.
She is no longer the Knockouts champion. And tonight on Rebellion, we will have, let's see, I think I have 2 matches were added to the pre-show. Those matches being, let's see, we got the Coven versus Death Dolls. And I really like the Coven. Those 2 are pretty good, man. They're really good wrestlers. And then you've got Champagne Singh and Sierra versus Heath and Rhino. Rhino still doing it, man.
Damn.
The boys back together doing it for the kids, right? You know, he's got kids. He's got kids.
Oh, Heath.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
so anyway, that's the 2 that have been added to the pre-show. And the card looks like it. We are going to have all new champions coming out of this one because, of course.
So what are they doing for the knockouts? Are they going to
the
do
knockouts
like
is going to be? It was going to be a triple threat between Jordan Grace and.
Oh, so they're not even going to do a tournament. So that's the
no.
pure
It
definition of
was going to be
paper
a triple threat. Listen to me now. Listen, it was going to be a triple threat between Jordan Grace, who I love. If you haven't seen Jordan Grace, this girl is a beast. She used to be really heavy set, and she turned all that into muscle, and she is just she looks like she could take out any man on the roster. It's ridiculous. Anyway, she's going up against Deanna Purrazzo, another stacked female, and it was supposed to be a triple threat between them, and the doctor says it's going to be a one-on-one match, Jordan Grace versus Deanna Purrazzo, because Mickey is stepping away, and so and also it's the same thing in the men's. Josh Alexander had to step away because of his torn tricep. So it'll be Kushida versus Steve Macklin for the heavyweight championship in Impact. So that is what's going on with that tonight.
Yeah. When did Kushida join Impact? I thought they were trying to get him in AEW.
He's there, man. He's wrestling for their championship tonight. I don't think he's going to win. Macklin's pretty tough. He's the heel of the operation right now. And for you old schoolers, there is a crazy ass, what is it called? A hardcore war match. Team Bully Ray versus Team Tommy Dreamer. And we've got a bunch of guys like Kenny King, Frankie Kazarian, Moose. It's like a 5-on-5 thing that's going to be nuts.
Right on.
And I'm sure there's going to be tables involved with Billy Ray. So that's it for your State of the Apron this week. That's what's going on at Rebellion tonight on Impact. So.
All right. Well, hey, man, thanks for that State of the Apron. And thank you guys for watching. We'll be back in a second after this ad break.
Hi, guys. This is Gary from Pop Culture Minefield here on KGRA, and we're leaving for our first break. I hope we survive.
Did you know 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated? If you struggle with focus, run low on energy, or when it's time to finally sleep, you simply can't, this can all be linked to dehydration, and Fuel Up has the answer. Our proprietary formula contains the finest cellular hydration with the strongest immune-enhancing natural ingredients. The Fuel Up system is made up of 3 different incredibly tasting varieties. Wake kickstarts your day with a jolt of caffeine. Play boosts focus while hydrating your cells. Rest not only helps you relax, but also rejuvenates your cells while you sleep. Here's what our clients have to say.
I really don't miss my coffee, and you can tell the difference.
So I'm going to take it for the energy. I'm going to take it for the play. I'm going to take it, all day.
And it works. That's the thing. It works. We love it.
Take the Fuel Up Challenge now, where we offer a Feel the Difference money-back guarantee. Fuel Up for life.
Hey members, the new KGRA DB app is now available on iOS and Android devices. Gain on-demand access to any KGRA DB programming. Download any show directly to your mobile device to listen or watch on the go. Go to the App Store and search KGRA DB.
Oh, wow. We survived. Welcome back to the commercial break. Now for some more Pop Culture Minefield on KGRA.
So during the commercial break, I was joined by my my lovely fiancée. So everybody, let's say hi to Cece.
Hey, there she is. What's going on, CC? Good to see you.
Good to see you. I didn't even know where I'm looking.
Oh,
over there.
yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. It's fancy, huh?
It's fancy.
So, so sweetheart, did you watch any wrestling this week?
Kind of, sort of, almost. I mean, I heard it.
Oh, no. Okay. While I was watching it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we've been sufficiently derailed by Gary popping in the back door.
Yes, of course. He loves that back door. You know.
Yeah, right. So where
are we at on Raw?
Raw, yeah.
I think we've pretty much beaten that dead horse that is the women's tag match.
Yeah.
Got Bronson Reed versus Bobby Lashley. You said that you didn't like the fact that
I was not a fan of the double count out. I mean,
we had a pretty good match between the Usos, and Alpha Academy. That was pretty cool. They went for a while. Mm-hmm.
It did. And I tell you, it is. And that was one of those matches because of the that was not going to happen originally, but they called an audible because of the travel issues.
Right.
Because I thought it was weird because they're two heel teams facing
right.
off.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know, man. I just as a former fat guy, Otis has a very special place
Otis
in my
is
heart.
a gem, dude. He is a gem. You know he is.
Oh, and then he does that caterpillar he does. Come on. He just dude oozes sexiness. I tell you, even though he's a big boy. I miss that whole Mandy Rose thing that he had going on.
I was fixing to say, it looks like his lot in life is going to be the guy that is simping for the rest of his life. At first, it was Mandy Rose. Now it's what's her name? That calls her Otis.
Yeah,
Otis.
Renee Dupree. Yeah.
So
but
it was a good match. I thought it was pretty good. But we all knew who was going to win, right?
Yeah, of course. Which is a shame because I tell you, Chad Gable is a goddamn national treasure. Dude is so underrated.
If they need to bust up any tag team, it's Alpha Academy. Those guys need to be solo acts, both of them.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Alexander should have never been the illegitimate son of Kurt Angle. It should have been
Chad Gable. Yeah,
it would have been perfect.
Yep.
But what do you think, honey? You look like a deer in the headlights.
So am. We would have talked last 2 matches. Last 2 weeks. That would have been fun.
Yeah. The mic a little closer to you, baby.
No, it's too loud.
You can move it.
It's okay.
It's fancy. It's fancy.
Bougie.
Hey, look, and she's showing off her Salty Nerd podcast swag. We big supporters of the big supporters of the Salty Nerd podcast. I love these guys. They pop my podcast cherry and my super chat cherry. So like they hold a very special place in my heart.
Okay. We had a triple threat match for the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship.
Which was stupid because
yes,
all 3 of these chicks, like
none of them are going to take it off of.
Well, not only that, but none of them deserve the opportunity.
Hang on, now I am old. I know who the 2 women champs are, but I'm pretty sure Belair is the one for Raw, right?
Yes. Okay. Bianca Belair.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, none of these women could take that. No.
And
they had Io Sky win it.
Yeah, which was nice. I mean, out of the participants, I mean, she's the one who should have won it, and I think that Io Sky and Bianca Belair will have a great match, but there's no doubt
she's
about
not beating Bianca Belair. That's for
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, there's
there is no need to strap up Io Sky. That's for sure. It was a feather in the cap of the faction, though. Bailey's reaction on the outside was really cool. That was cool. She was very happy. You know, I think
I was surprised. I was kind of surprised to see Bailey after all the rumors last week when,
she was one of the ones that we heard was kind of disgruntled and maybe walking.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder, did Vince coerce her into a blowjob like he did all those other women that he's allegedly being accused of? I don't know.
I am not even going to venture a guess at that, my friend.
Yeah.
I like to stay out of
I don't know
Vince's office. You know what I'm saying? I like to stay out of it.
Vince McMahon had to retire late last year
Mhm.
because he'd been accused of multiple sexual offenses.
Typical Matt.
Wow.
If you believe all the rumors, he's got like a girlfriend in his 20s right now, or in her 20s.
He's got
right
the
now,
money
excuse
and
me.
he's got all of that. He's gonna get whatever he wants.
Yeah, true. Plus, he's got the evil mustache as well. Yeah,
Stash.
The pencil stash.
the pencil.
All right. Well,
stash,
let's.
It tickles.
What else?
the main event.
The main event, Solo.
Yeah,
and
Kevin Owens gets screwed over by Solo Sikoa again.
Yeah, the bloodline.
The bloodline. I mean, it's
I like
getting.
Kevin Owens.
They're not pushing this forward.
I
Very
like
well.
Owens.
Especially when don't
Why?
don't we
Because
all?
you're a chubby chacer. That's why. That's why. Because he reminds you of me,
man.
huh? Okay.
Did you go
I get
there?
it.
Man, check you
Hey, I
out.
didn't meet you chubby, so
Fair enough.
Yeah, so there, man. No, yeah, it was a good match, but it always ends the same. The bloodline comes out there, and Sami Zayn and
Matt Riddle.
Riddle weren't there. They came straight from the airport, ran through the stadium.
I wonder if that's true or not, you know, because like if it's true, props to them for actually, because like what would have happened if they didn't show up? Would they just like murked Kevin Owens? You know, it would have been...
We know one thing's for sure: Miz didn't make it because
we got Carl in the chat. Carl says, he's talking about Chad Gable. He done well getting the Shorty G gimmick forgotten. Good for him. You know, yeah, that was the worst gimmick ever, that Shorty G crap.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not even the shortest person on their roster. I think it's Rey Mysterio. Dude's only like 5'2", but you know, he's a Hall of Fame wrestler and a legend. So, you know, we don't speak ill.
yeah, I like wrestling from the old ages,
Like, what does that mean?
like The Rock and Stone Cold. Like,
Oh, the Attitude Era. Yeah, that's when everybody watched wrestling.
right now it's just
It doesn't matter.
Right? Too bad you don't have your videos right now, huh?
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's all good. Hey, this is cool though. I like
this is cool.
yeah, it's a cool setup, and I tell you what, baby, you got a future in what is that called? Is it ASMR? Yeah, you sound great on that mic.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It's like
It doesn't matter what you think.
Whatever.
thank you, Bill. That must have been Bill. Thank you, Bill.
You know, Bill's got it happening, man.
So, do we want to go to SmackDown, or do we want to switch to AEW for a little bit?
Knowing your past on this show, I figured you'd be wrapping WWE up, so I pulled up SmackDown's.
Perfect.
results.
Yes, let's talk a little Smack It Down.
Of course, the show started with Sammy and KO coming out to the joy of the crowd.
Good God, man. I tell you what, so I want them to have a team name and team music, but I do like how like Kevin comes out first because
Kevin comes out to his music, and so does Sammy. Yeah,
they
I
know
like
the crowd is going to lose their
They're
shit when
gonna eat it
Sammy
up.
comes out. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, it had that.
But I kind of feel bad for Kevin. It's almost like I can already see that being the thing that causes their breakup is like, you know, Sammy's popularity overshadowing Kevin Owens. And I really would like, that's the thing that I hate about tag teams, because Vince McMahon has given no shits about tag teams since the 80s.
You don't mind tagging all those women?
Oh, that was good.
And
baby.
there it is. And there it is. And there it is.
I would just like to see, I miss Demolition. I miss the Road Warriors. I miss the Quebecers. I miss the Hart Foundation. I miss teams. I miss actual teams.
You must really like the Viking Raiders then.
No, I hate the Viking Raiders. Why? Like
they continue to try and make it happen, though, don't they?
Good Lord, man! I tell you what. You know, why is it we can see Eric and Ivar's tits, but I can't see, like, you know, Stacy Keibler's tits? Because, like, I mean,
it doesn't matter what you think.
you know, Bill, we have other clips you can play, buddy, but that's fine. You know.
That wasn't Bill.
Oh, John! What's up, buddy?
John's back.
Hey.
John's back. What's up, man?
I had
How you
family
doing?
stuff, but I made it back. So
Okay,
Cool.
hey, do me a favor then. Can you throw that? Can you throw me that Bret Hart clip? Can you do that?
The
for me?
best there is
the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Damn it, son.
There you go.
You're goddamn right. GOAT. Greatest of all time. Bret the
Everything go
Hitman
okay
Hart.
with your family, buddy?
Yep.
All
We
right,
just
very
we
cool.
had
That's good, man.
memorial service, and then we had dinner at El Tapatio, which I had basically the omelet because that's about all I could eat from there. So
I'm curious, man, because I had that surgery. Oh God, what in
6 years ago.
2017? Yeah, 2017. I had that surgery,
Yeah.
and I couldn't eat anything solid for like a good 3 months. And you just had this like a month ago, right?
I had it on the 8th of last month. Yeah.
And you're able to eat solid food?
Yeah, I'm on burgers now.
Doesn't fuck you up?
No.
Well, burgers without the bread, though, right?
Yeah, no, I don't eat bread. No.
Okay,
no.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Just the burger.
What was it? I ate something the other day, baby, and it hit my gut like a ton of bricks. I was like, "This is
Sandwich."
Yeah, I had. Oh yeah, we were at a bounty hunter for Easter, and they had sandwich platters, and I haven't had a sandwich in years, man. So I was like, you know what? I could do this. No, it was terrible. It was a terrible idea. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, years into this, I still can't eat bread, bro. It sucks.
Well, I can eat corn tortillas.
Yes.
So that's what's going to replace bread for me.
Yeah.
There's keto tortillas.
Yeah, there's keto tortillas.
No, she's been getting those for me, and they're been. Thank you, baby. God damn, you're smoking hot. I'm sorry. Oh, is Matt here still? Oh, sorry.
Oh, congrats.
Okay, I'm about to leave. I'll see you later. No.
No.
I'm just
what the
kidding,
hell?
man.
No, we still got we've just started SmackDown.
I'm just kidding, man.
John, did you watch anything this week?
I didn't get a chance to watch SmackDown. I did watch Raw.
Oh, we
Probably watch the better show. Trust me, you watch the better show, and that's not like he said earlier in the show. It's not a high mark because neither of them really worked the damn this week.
I didn't really think too much of this week's.
The two biggest, baddest dudes right now, the two people that have pissed everybody off by beating up Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, weren't seen on TV at all. Just their advocate all over the damn place.
Yeah, well, they did tease the hell. I guess Brock's gonna be on Raw tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they did make a big deal out of that.
Yeah, but still, they need at least one of them on TV. Come on.
Well, yeah, but we had that Fire Cody promo on Monday Night Raw, which I'm never gonna get tired of seeing that man talk.
No, me either. Me either.
Cody's so good. But anyway, back to Smack It Down. What was next?
The next thing on SmackDown. Let me get back to it real quick. Okay. Of course, to finish that part, it was to set up Riddle versus Solo Sikoa in the main event. That's what well, we're not talking about that match yet, but that's what the opening was about. It was setting it up. And during the show, the rematch was set of the Usos versus Sammy and Maniac Boy Zane. I guess at Backlash is when they're going to do it. I guess.
Is it? I kind of,
or is it next week?
I was confused. I thought it was at Raw. I don't know. I don't know.
Raw. Hang on. Let's see. Hang on. In 2 weeks, on April 28th episode of SmackDown.
Oh, so it's going to be on SmackDown.
That's when it is.
So we didn't even mention. I guess we kind of glossed over the fact that Cody threw out a challenge to Brock.
Right. We were talking about how great the promo is and how he uses truths and stuff.
Yeah.
And basically, what he was saying in that promo was that, when Brock looks at everybody, he sees victims, right? Because he's the alpha male, right? And everything. And
the alpha male of our species.
Right. And he was saying, you're going to be my victim, basically. And it's going to be at Backlash. Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Actually,
he did say WrestleMania
Backlash.
Is that when Bad Bunny's going to become like official? Watch.
No, well, they haven't announced it.
He is hosting that show.
Well, I think to Cece's point,
she's
way more attractive than me. Thank
To Cece's sorry, to Cece's point, they haven't announced it yet, but I'm pretty sure Bad Bunny's gonna tag with Ray and face Judgment Day, right, baby? Isn't that what you were?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Snoop Dogg there too.
There you go. There you go.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she liked the Snoop Dogg save when Shane.
Oh, I'm sure. Who didn't like that? It was the worst people's elbow ever, but he didn't hesitate to do it. He didn't hesitate to throw that punch.
He did it with
didn't
style.
hesitate to come off the
Yeah,
ropes.
you know, he was like a little swag. You know,
That's it, man.
Yeah.
He had a good time with it.
Yeah.
But we had, of course, mentioned the draft coming up on the 28th.
Oh Christ!
28th is going to be a big episode.
So, like, what do you think about? So Remo.
Let's talk about that
Hold
after
up.
we're done with this. Let's talk
Okay.
about the draft after we're done with this show, right?
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Then we had Xavier Woods. They continue to bury LA Knight.
Why? LA Knight is
LA
so...
Knight grabs the tights to try and get the pin. The ref calls him on it, and then Xavier
Xavier Woods does the same fucking thing, man.
Right.
Why are they burying LA Knight? He's so over with the crowd. He's like if The Rock and Steve Austin had a baby, it's LA Knight.
There he is, right there.
You know,
Yes,
yeah,
he's
I'm serious.
awesome.
LA Knight he's got
The Rock.
I'm serious. He's got The Rock's charisma and his mic skills, and he's got that Steve Austin look and I don't give a fuck
He's learned from the
attitude, and he
best.
can beat the shit.
Learn from the best.
Like I didn't know him when he was Eli Drake, which Joe's educated me
NWA. I
on.
used to watch him. with
Yeah,
Eli
but
Drake.
I
He was
tell you
awesome.
what, as LA Knight, like
Mhm.
fucking, I'm on board with this dude, but they keep burying him. Why?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, let's hope they turn that around. But I have a theory about that. It's just more.
we'll share it.
Well, it's
Tell me.
just more indicators that it's a Vince thing, man. He doesn't like people from other promotions coming in. He likes burying them. He enjoys it. He relishes
I know.
it.
Hey, man, all I got to say is Sting. You know,
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, look at what he did
Yeah.
to Sting.
Yeah.
And by the way, Sting cut a really good promo at the beginning of AEW.
Oh
this week.
yeah. When we
He
get
really
to
did.
AEW,
But we'll
he
get to that
did.
in a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, they continue burying LA Knight. And guess what? Vince, if you're watching, you're screwing up. I'm gonna try not to use an F-bomb.
Look,
You need to person that guy.
Look, I don't want to say, like, I don't wish death upon anyone except for Vince McMahon. I'm sorry.
Right.
I just
Okay. Well, I don't want to.
What the hell?
I don't want to join you on that because I wouldn't wish death on anybody.
did
But
he do to
I wish
y'all?
for him to take his hands out of the biz and
or like
back.
just fucking
count your 8
disappear.
billion, will you? Just count your
Yeah.
8 billion.
Well, if he
Scrooge
disappears, you
McDuck.
don't have wrestling. So what are you gonna do?
Oh no,
Okay.
wrestling was better without Vince McMahon, honey.
Yes,
remember.
absolutely.
Yeah. No, Triple H, Papa H, as
Papa
Johnny
H,
Rock and I.
he's already proven with NXT. He can, I mean, look at how many guys are stars out of his NXT run right now. Look at how many of them are. Okay, in either the promotion or for AEW. I just mentioned one of them. Keith Lee was in the main
Keith
event
Lee.
on AEW.
No,
this
not
week.
only that,
You know?
like Hit Row cannot
Yeah.
get over. They're probably going to have to bury them and get rid of them because
Yep.
what was the main attraction of Hit Row?
Swerve, man.
Swerve Strickland.
And he's
Where's
on the other
Swerve at?
channel now.
He's on AEW.
Matter of
now.
fact, he hit
Yeah.
Keith Lee with the bell
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
main event
yeah.
last night.
Yeah.
But anyway, but then Xavier Woods decided he wanted to step
Take
it up a
on
notch.
Gunther. What the dude? Come
He
on, like Xavier
decides
Woods,
that
he's going
he
to get
needs to
killed.
break up Imperium.
No.
He
He's
is
gonna get-
punching way above his weight class right now, dude.
Dude, I love Xavier Woods.
I
love
do
him
too, but
down,
I'm
down.
gonna love watching him get beat to death.
Dude,
by Gunther. It's
he's
be
gonna
awesome.
get murdered. He's gonna get murdered. It's like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to see that, man. I like Xavier Woods, but he's
he's kind of a solo act right now, man.
yeah. Well, that's because his part Biggie and Kofi.
Check out
are,
Remo. He says, "I will beat the respect into you." That's what he said. That's what Gunther said.
yeah.
Or no, actually, I think that's what Keith Lee said to said to Jericho.
No, that was
But,
Gunther. It was Gunther.
Did Gunther say that to him? Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, both of their messages were kind of the same, but yeah, in this instance, he's going to do that. He's definitely going to do that. Then we had Damian Priest against Santos Escobar, and of course, it's just I love the Latin world order, but they got to get a win.
The Latino world order.
Soon.
1,
yeah.
2.
Did I say Latin?
You said Latin. The Latino world
Latino.
Order. Look, Damian Priest is a.
At least I didn't say Latinx. Okay, I didn't. Say that.
Yeah.
That would be a total
Damian.
screw.
Like, okay, how can I word this? Damian Priest is awesome.
Yes, he is.
I can't even put it into words. He's dude's.
He's the Roman Reigns of that faction, dude.
Yeah, he totally is, man. Yeah,
and
he's.
I thought he was.
I loved how when he was beating it. I loved how when he was beating the shit out of Bad Bunny, he was like, "I didn't want to do this, bro. Why are you making me do this?"
Right.
Like total Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I always tell people Damian Priest is like he's the gay love child of Roman Reigns and my boy the Lone Wolf.
No, Razor Ramon. Come on,
well, I'm just saying the
Edge.
build.
Razor's Edge.
I'm just saying the build. No, he's not as stocky as Ray Ramon.
Yeah, but he does the whole like when he walks down the entrance, he does the Razor's Edge.
Shit. Yeah,
he has the Scott Hall inspired tights, with the little droops. But
I'm just saying physically, buddy. I'm just saying physically.
Well, he's deceptively huge. People don't realize how big that dude is. Like Remo Priest is underrated, and I really hope he gets his time to shine. Like he needs to be in a year or two. He should be in the main event.
I thought they were beginning his push with the U.S. Championship when he had that, but they decided to put him.
Yeah, but he didn't work. Here's the thing: that was when he was a baby face. He doesn't work as a baby face.
You're right.
Damian, Priest
He's
is
much better as a heel. Yeah,
way better as a heel. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so of course he won that match because of the numbers game and all that good stuff.
No, don't discredit Damian Priest, not because of the numbers game, because he's a badass.
Of course he's a badass, but
he was taking on
brawling
Escobar?
all over the ring and stuff.
Like Escobar's like the size of my son.
Not going to beat him. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. He's like,
but let's see. Next up we had Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan granting the Karens a championship match.
Yeah, the
Chelsea Green and Sonya
Deville.
The Karens.
Well, because they're always like, "Excuse me, I need to speak to the manager, please." Like they're totally leaning into it. They should just brand them as the Karens.
Now I don't know when they're going to get this match. I don't know if it's for at Backlash or if it's going to be before, but that happened. And then we had we had a couple of returns in wrestling this week, and the WWE return that was really cool was Shinsuke Nakamura. He's back. I loved his entrance. It was back to the regular music, and everybody was singing his music like he had never left. Awesome.
My son Dorian, my youngest son, that's his favorite wrestler. I have no idea why, but that's his favorite wrestler.
Hey man, he's the artist, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he buried Madcap Moss in no time flat.
I feel so bad because like they had that little pre-match segment with Emma. Yeah. And she's all hyping him up, and then he just gets his ass whipped in like 90 seconds.
You've won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. He hasn't done that. I'm like, he's only won the Royal Rumble. What are you talking about?
He's only like Intercontinental Champion, like whatever, it's like, that's fine.
It was good to see Emma, but I don't know about the management role, but anyway, Madcap Moss needs to go back to NXT and come up with a new character. It's, Why
didn't he just go by Riddick?
Right?
Like he used to. I don't get it. The Madcap thing. It's still got the stank. I'm sorry, I know you love him. He's still got the stank of the Lone Wolf.
I love the Lone Wolf.
I know you do. But
you gotta admit his moveset is very cool.
What do you call Paul Anderson? Like stanky. Yeah, I'm gonna steal a term from Kadish here. Stanky. The Lone Wolf is stanky. Lone Wolf.
Baron Corbin. No.
Stanky Baron Corbin. No.
Baron Corbin is stanky. The Lone Wolf was kick-ass. I'm sorry, dude. Look, nobody kicked out of the of the end of days when
That's
he
not
was
true.
the lone wolf. When he
they
was
had-
the lone wolf, they never
Okay.
did.
You're right. When he was the
Thank
lone
you.
wolf, they never did.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's true.
It wasn't until the Happy Corbin days.
Dude, it was crazy. That was one of the most protected finishes in the business.
It was. Yes,
and
it
I don't
was.
understand. Like, and they just like
because they don't give a shit about him,
yeah,
man. He's a company guy. He's going to do whatever they want.
Well, you know what? He got to retire Kurt Angle, which was a goddamn travesty of justice.
It
But
was
anyway,
a travesty of justice. Yes. And we also had the Viking Raiders beating the hell out of Braun Strowman and Ricochet backstage.
That
I don't know what that's about. I'm sure it's going to be a match next week or something.
First of all, I just want to know who those fat fucks have like blackmail photos of, because they should not. Like,
I think it's the girl. I think it's one of them's wife. I know that one of them is married to the guy, and
they're garbage, man. I'm sorry. They're just they were the Viking Experience, and they were the Viking Raiders, and then they're the they're just. I don't like.
I don't like him either, dude. I didn't really like Sarah Logan when she was wrestling.
You know what tag team I'm hot on, but they're probably going to break them up in the draft, which we still got to talk about. Fucking Street Profits, man. I love the Street Profits.
They like, don't need to bust them up though.
I agree, they don't, but they're gonna. I can see it. I'll bet you a friendly wager, like a hot wing bet, no money, something like that. I bet you they're gonna break up the Street Profits. I really, because
I'm not taking that bet because I know this promotion. They will do it. Yeah.
Because you know how Vince loves his tag teams.
So to put So to put a bow on it, here's another thing I was talking about earlier. The rules don't matter. Sikoa and Riddle go at it.
Dude, this match pissed me off.
The Usos are ejected by the referee. So is Sami Zayn and KO. They're ejected by the referee. And they just come back. Fuck it.
What good? What good did that do?
There's no rhyme or reason. Just okay,
dude.
Thought we were going to get a legit match between the two. No,
I did too. And here's the thing. I would actually like to see a legit match between the two of them, because I think
that's the guy that put him out, right?
But not just that, but like they're both really fucking like Matt Riddle's super underrated. Like I'm a big mark.
I just don't like his character, but he's a great wrestler.
Well, they're trying to. I actually don't like what they're doing with his character now. They're trying to make him more serious, and that just doesn't work, man. He's the stoner. Everybody knows it.
He's going to say bro all the time. He can't be serious.
Bro.
No,
he's not doing that anymore.
I'm a surfer geek myself. I hate the fact that they've turned that they're making him like Shaggy, So I don't know. Zoinks. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to say Zoinks one of these times.
Hey, Scoob. Let's get out of here, man.
But we got another one of these.
That's like
the Bloodline's gonna win because they're gonna cheat. And blah, blah, blah. And then he got the beatdown afterwards, and that's when the melee happened. So that's it. So now we're ready for the draft.
All right, let's talk about the.
Let's talk about that damn draft. Yes, absolutely.
Why are we doing?
Why are we doing this?
No, I'm saying the last since Triple H has taken over, it's basically been like, one, like, I hate the brand split. I've always hated the brand split, dude. It's WWE. You've got he's a good wrestler, but I don't like him at all. Happy to see Solo spike him and literally bury him under the damn Trey. Remo, tell me how you really feel.
I don't like the character either. He's a really good wrestler, but I don't like the character. Yeah. Put some boots on
I'm
that
a stoner. I just, I'm biased, I guess, because,
I used to be, but, hey, I mean.
Like, he's like, I would like a bucket list item. I've already smoked pot with Rob Van Dam. I'd like to smoke pot with Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle?
Yeah, that'd be like, come on,
I'm hoping for the day that Randy Orton comes back, man.
Go ahead.
I kept expecting Matt Riddle to come out to like Tarzan Boy.
Oh no, we don't want to do that.
No, that's Jack Perry.
That's on another show.
That's on a different show.
Yeah.
Back to the draft though. So since Triple H has taken over, it was basically like, back in the day you had Nitro and Thunder.
They didn't have a brand split. It was just like, hey, we have another show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like how that's how WWE's been the last 6 months or so, where it's just like everybody's on both shows, and you got
they
your
basically unified the titles. Whoever wins them gets them both. You know, the only one that's split up right now is the women's Raw and SmackDown.
Here's the thing. Here's the only reason I can think of they're doing a draft, and I'm gonna say it here. They want to break up the titles off Roman. I bet you that's a part of the draft. You know what I mean?
Cody
because
have one and him have the other. Yeah.
Do what, baby?
He's been 3 years champion.
Almost. Yeah.
They're good.
Not quite 3 years. Almost.
Not quite. Almost. SummerSlam will be 3 years.
It'll be 3 years. SummerSlam. Yep.
Yeah. So
he's got miles to go before he catches up with Bruno Sammartino. But
yeah, well, that's never going to happen. But he's gonna knock out the Pedro Morales and Hulk Hogan records. Nobody's ever going to hit the Bruno Sammartino. It's just not going to happen. That's like 5 years, right? I think I want to say it's like 5 years. That's never going to happen.
Not in this day and age. No.
Yeah, just like with the short attention span today's generation has.
Short attention span theater.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. Like I mean, and I'm cool with that because I think to me even more than the Pedro Morales one, which most common day fans don't know about. It's mostly the Hogan one they want to break. That to me, I really think like they really want to break that Hogan record. So,
yep, I totally agree with you, Danny.
Trey
I think
says I might catch something from Matt, so be careful. Hey, man.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Watch out now. Watch out.
I'm like Ric Flair. I've slept with 20,000 women, and I still don't have an STD. I ain't catching shit. I'm immune to COVID. Come on. Oh, I forgot you were sitting there, baby. My bad.
But the draft is I love watching it. Okay, and if you I'll be at work that night.
Why do you love watching the draft?
It's just like what? Well, I'm doing. Look,
it is stupid, baby. Yeah.
When you said draft, I thought we were talking about the draft that's happening in Kansas City.
No.
That's what I was going to say. That's we're doing a live reaction to. John's going to be involved in it. He's going to be there. He's going to call in and be our live reporter on the ground there in Kansas City. But my football show,
John, our man on the scene here. Yeah, our man on the scene has a report.
That's it. John Doss Wolfen. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love that stuff. It's cool to see where people are going to go. But I sure hope they don't go busting it. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what the rules are whenever they first do it on the 28th, because they always lay out the rules. And I've seen it before where they've said, if you grab a member of a tag team, then they both go.
Well, no, so they're not consistent. They have not been consistent on that. In fact, one year they had
the first time they did it, they said that, and they did it that way. So
well, they broke up New Day. No, they've never been consistent on this. They've broken up factions and tag teams, and then last year, 2 years ago, when they did the last draft, they would like Raw gets a pick, and it's like 5 people. Like, what the really? Like, that doesn't work. Like you get the entire Hurt business when you only got to have one of the New Day. I don't know. So
yeah.
They're only doing the draft because of the NFL draft. That's why they're having it the day after.
I honestly think, and if I'm wrong, I'll gladly admit it. I've done it before. I think it's because Fox and USA Network are tired of not having a champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's understandable.
I think it's like
it's
the
two
draft's
different companies.
Purpose. Yeah.
Yep.
I think the draft's purpose is going to be to break up the titles off of Roman. I really do, and I don't know how they're going to do it, but, like do some weird gimmick, like Roman gets drafted to both, but he can only defend the Universal on one show.
I can tell you,
on the other.
I can tell you how I'd do it.
Go, please.
I would have a tournament on the show he's not on for the right to take one of the belts off of him. That's how I'd do it. So
what? Nah, I don't. I hate tournaments, man. That's like
why?
Because that's a paper champion. They didn't actually beat the champion. You know what I mean?
It's like, so Roman's just
No,
going to
no,
be
no,
like,
no.
here,
A
throw
tournament
this
for the
belt
right
away.
to face him for the belt.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's different. Okay. But he only gets
Yeah.
to, yeah. So that's my point is they have
Say
to put
he's
him in
going
a
to stay on
situation-
SmackDown, which he probably will. He'll probably stay on SmackDown because
And
it's their
that's their-
bigger show now, right?
SmackDown's the WWE title,
Then
right?
you have a tournament and it's tailor made for it. It's 3 hours. You
Right.
have a tournament for friggin' for the guy that's going to face him for the title. That's what you do.
So Raw's title is the Universal, SmackDown's is the WWE. So what you're saying is they have a tournament.
I think you've got that backwards.
No, I
The
don't.
Blue
have it
Universal
backwards.
Championship is SmackDown.
No,
The WWE
no,
Championship
it's
is
not.
Raw.
No, you're wrong. The Universal's Raw. I'm
What
pretty
color
sure.
is the Universal Championship belt?
Blue, isn't it?
What's the color of SmackDown?
Blue.
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 The Universal belt is on SmackDown.
God damn it! Now
The
I'm gonna look
WWE
this up.
Championship.
Hold up.
Which is
No,
the-
I'm
Look it up,
pretty.
man.
It's white.
I will. Hold up.
Yeah, Raw has
What's
the
the title
WWE
for SmackDown?
Championship,
Thank
and
you.
Raw has the WWE.
Okay, F you
Championship.
guys. You're right. Universal.
Okay,
yeah. Okay.
yeah. It's
SmackDown's the Universal.
The old joke is they call it the Blue Universal Championship, bro.
Ah.
When
You know
it
what
first came in, when it first came into existence, when Finn Balor won it, it was red. It was the Raw belt.
Yeah.
But when they started SmackDown on Fox,
Okay, that's
when
what
they moved the
okay.
belt.
That's what's confusing me. I tell you what, this is the world's championship. Like, why don't they why do we have this Universal? What the hell, man? Like,
Yeah.
bring back the belt that Booker T still has hanging in the back of his podcast with the
How
bend
about
at
we
the
just
top.
unify the belts and be done with it?
I know. No, we've been saying that for a while. I agree.
Yeah.
Red,
there-
white, and blue.
yeah,
You've
well,
got
that's the
each
US title.
channel has its own belt. If they would just give it, if they would give this is my deal.
Well,
You've got the
Intercontinental
Intercontinental
is-
Championship belt on
Yeah.
SmackDown. You've got the United States Championship on Raw. By
Raw,
the way,
right.
where the hell is the the USA Championship on Raw? The guy was not seen. Where is he?
That might have been travel issues, I think, with Austin Theory.
You're right. Could be.
Yeah,
Could
I think the last week it
Could
was
have
But
But you have those, and if you'd like to see those elevated, start making those championship matches in the headliner on those shows. You know
I
what
agree,
mean?
man. And, well,
Elevate those belts.
they were doing that with the U.S. title for a while because that's the only title Raw had was the U.S. title. So they were doing that.
Yeah.
We only have like 20 minutes left. Are we even going to try to attempt AEW? Because
I can give you the highlights if you want, but the
Well, I mean, are we
great
done?
thing-
I'll
tell you the highlight of AEW this week was Jeff Hardy is back, baby.
Jeff Hardy's back. Yes, I
Yes.
saw that. Yeah, he did
Yes,
a swan.
Jeff
I
Hardy
swear
is
to God, remember, baby, when we were watching this, I was like, I swear, I think that dude hurts himself more than his opponent every time he does
No,
that.
he
move.
does.
Yeah,
Me and
'cause
my
he
wife
always
were
is like,
watching it
"Oh,
this
my
morning.
back." Yeah.
Me and my wife were watching it this morning, and I noticed right away. I said, "Yeah, he's got some weight on him." And she said, "Well, rehab will do that to you." I was like, "Yes, I know
Yeah.
that." I really like that though, because if when Jeff is really light, I think that's why he ends up in rehab, because he gets hurt because he doesn't have the weight on him. You know what I mean? You need some muscle to cushion some of this stuff.
Look, as
Need that
some-
cushion.
as someone else, as someone who also rather struggles with imbibing a little too much at times in alcohol.
Yes, sir.
His big thing was the alcohol, man.
Mhm.
Like what got him in trouble.
Yeah, I saw
it's-
the
it's-
footage.
It's
bad.
always
Mhm.
always been alcohol with this dude, man.
Yeah.
And he's probably using it to self-medicate, to your point, because he is scrawny and he does all these crazy fucking moves and he always hurts himself, so and I get it, because that was a slippery slope for me, like with the hip pain, like I don't want to be loopy on pills, even though I
Oh,
guess
is that when you want to try to wrestle me?
blackout drunk is worse. What? Oh,
When we try to wrestle out?
I mean, baby, wrestling under the sheets isn't the same.
No,
We
not
gotta talk
under
about
the
that.
sheets. Talking about
Anyway, today's sponsor, Fuel Up. If you need to get your fuel up, Try Fuel Up.
It works.
That's it. Boom. That
There's
fast.
probably a link somewhere. They
Drop
put
the link in the
wrong one
description somewhere,
Yeah.
folks.
Thank you, because they the wrong link was in the video. So like, yeah, but it's okay.
Hey,
That's all
don't
right.
forget about WWE Shop. We
Oh
haven't done a
shit! Thank you.
you
Yes,
yeah.
sponsor, one of our sponsors of the show, which is really awesome, is the WWE Shop. The link is in the description, but I bet you our man John will put it in the chat for you as well. If you
grabbing it now.
Thank you, sir.
Actually, it looks like KGRA Digital Broadcasting beat you to it. Bam, 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 bam.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It's all over the
Did
place.
they? No, those are all, that's 3 Fuel Ups.
That's-
Okay. We're spamming the Fuel Up apparently.
Well,
It's
no,
okay.
when I put that, when I use that link, or when I use the chat, it goes to your channel is you, PCN,
I see
and
Facebook
KGRA.
here. I see Facebook here too. Yeah.
Well, hey, so I just want to remind everybody, it's the same promo code as last week. WWE 24. You put that promo code in, you'll get free shipping on orders over $24. And if you go to the link in our description or in the chat, whenever it makes it there, you can help support the show by and still get like all the great there you go, WWE Shop. Thank you, KGRA. Bill is on top of it.
No, it wasn't Bill.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm so sorry.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, so check out the WWE Shop. Don't forget to use promo code WWE24 to get free shipping on orders of $24 or more, which isn't hard to do because I think their cheapest shirt's like $29. So, you know.
Yeah. But getting back to AEW, it started with Darby Allin versus Swerve Strickland, and Darby won. It was a good match. It went for a while. But what was even better was the promo that happened afterwards.
Can somebody explain to me the fucking appeal of Darby Allin? Because I don't get it. I really don't.
He's it's the same appeal that
like
the X Games have. I mean, I don't get the X Games myself.
Dude, I had a fucking bowel movement last night bigger than that guy.
I understand.
Okay? He's so small.
But
I'm sorry, babe.
in the way of Jeff Hardy.
Sorry.
In the way, just like Jeff Hardy, this guy does not give two shits about his own body. He does not. You look at some of the stuff he does, it would kill any regular human being. I mean, and this guy gets off on it. So
I get that, but I don't have the capability to suspend my disbelief that much.
He's going to be able to beat Keith Lee, right?
Yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. It's like,
but he did beat Swerve Strickland, and MJF, him being one of the 4 pillars, came out there and was talking smack, and he was talking smack like MJF usually does, and he called him the son of Sting or something like that.
Oh my God,
daddy Sting. And then Sting came out, and my gosh, started throwing pom-poms at him. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more pom-poms.
There's more pom-poms. Yeah.
Throwing pom-poms
So Remo in the chat, he's like, I laughed when Sting called him the next world heavyweight champion. Yeah. The dude's like 105 soaking wet, maybe. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah. Too funny, man. But it was a great promo, man. He said, you had this person, he's got this person. I had Ric Flair. He starts dropping the damn Hall of Fame names.
Dude, no, all of them. Yeah, like he's like Scott Hall, Kevin Nash.
And he's looking at him going, who are you?
Yeah.
It was great, man. It was really good.
No, Sting's promo was good, but if Darby Allin is ever the world's heavyweight champion, like, fuck you. I'm like,
now here's
that's when
one,
yeah,
I know. I would love to see it myself, but he's gonna have to listen to me. He's gonna have to fight somebody that's like Jericho will have to get it by cheating or something. It's gonna have to be an old dude or something like that for him to win. Because I'm with
my
you.
14-year-old daughter is bigger than Darby Allin. And that's
I can't see him winning it. You know what I mean?
It's not even a slight against my daughter because she's beautiful and I love my daughter, but Darby Allin is a fucking midget, dude. He's so small. I can't Anyway,
let's
sorry.
see. Okay, the next thing we had, now this is another one of those things. What are we looking at here? We had the TNT championship between Powerhouse Hobbs and Silas Young, and he basically just destroyed Silas Young in no time flat, which Silas Young's
who?
a ham and egger, and you know,
Silas
hey,
who?
yeah,
Who?
exactly.
Exactly.
And but the highlight of this was what happened afterwards, because our man Wardlow decided to screw up friggin' Powerhouse's car. A very nice looking car, and he took a forklift
with the forklift.
Now, what ticked me off about a couple of things ticked me off about this. Okay.
Okay.
First of all, this guy is watching on the screen his car getting destroyed and does not leave the stadium to go beat his ass.
Thank you. I said the same thing the other night.
What is going on?
With
He's
Joe.
just sitting there going,
I was like, why would he not? Remember, I was yelling at the TV. I was like, why would you not go run back there? Why
wouldn't you go back there?
You know?
Right?
Yeah.
And then when Wardlow comes in, they brawl. Great, you know, whatever. And then Wardlow, who's supposed to be the babyface in this deal, decides he's gonna grab just a rando that friggin' came out to try and stop the fight through a table.
Dude, they have ruined what they had with Wardlow. No, they could have had magic.
Yes.
Like about 9 months or so ago. Like, you know, like when he had his old music and people were like doing basically like treating him like Goldberg. Like when he come out, people were like, even the show I was at, Wardlow, Wardlow, like everybody was behind him.
Yeah.
And they
they screwed it up royally.
Yeah, man.
They did.
They
did. He was
borderline
over
criminal.
like Rover, man. No doubt about
he
it.
really
When he was running with MJF, that was the time to put the strap on him and push him. But no.
That cage match, my buddy and I, my buddy Burke and I, it was at MGM Grand. We had dope ass seats, like maybe 8 feet from the ring. And that cage match that Wardlow and MJF had, where Wardlow just effing destroyed him, was so good. And they should have pushed that dude to the fucking moon after that.
He should be the champ today.
Yeah.
He should be the champ today.
They totally botched a home, and he would have been a legit homegrown talent.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. But much like the Click back in the day, we've got a Click in AEW.
Fucking
you know who
Harley
they
Boys.
are.
Yeah.
And they were involved in the next thing because John Moxley and Claudio came out there and beat the shit out of a couple of their friends. You know, the Hardley Boys and Kenny Omega come out and saved him.
Get it right. It's Twinkle Toes. Come on now.
Twinkle Toes. I'm sorry. Twinkle Toes. I happen to like Kenny Omega. So this kind of let me down because he was running back with those two retards. So I was kind of let down by this. But it was good to see him come down the ramp by himself, at least for once. But then the Hardy Boys attacked him from behind, and it was a big melee. It looks like we're going to get something with them going forward. What else did
Joe,
we have?
I know you can't see it, Joe, but some of the stuff you say, Cece like makes the funniest faces, like reacting to you. And it's just
what did I do?
You say that?
Yes, I do say that. Why? Because I'm 57 and I don't care about being politically correct. Okay?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. But
already played it
what else
once,
do we
not
have?
playing it again.
Yeah, okay.
Right. We had a
who just made the list.
Right. We had a female match, Rio and Sky Blue, who really showed out in this match, versus Ruby Soho and Toni Storm. And Toni Storm got the pin. And of course they
I don't know, but
you know when Rio. I know the girls are gonna fight is when Daddy goes, "Damn."
Yeah, right.
That's true. No, I do have I've always
That's
had.
when I know the female match is on.
I've always had a crush on Ruby Soho, former Ruby Riot. But man, ever since her nose job, she's even finer. Oh my!
Yeah,
God.
I was fixing to say, I'm not a big fan of plastic surgery, but she needed it. She had a definite witch hook on that nose, and she
now
got it
it's
fixed, and that's
cool. Yeah.
I like her a lot. I like Toni Storm. Toni Storm's the one that I think needs to
actually.
be pushed.
I'm not into like. I don't know why. I'm just not a. I'm not into Tony Storm. I don't know why.
I've liked her since. I've liked her since NXT. So
I'll stick with Lita and Stacy Keibler and.
Oh, don't worry. Those old chicks are doing it.
Hey,
on
well,
Raw
how
right now,
dare you call Stacy Keibler old?
She
First
is.
of all, she's still smoking hot.
What's
Lita, on the other hand, like her neck, that poor thing. She needs to do something about that. It's just like
She got that chicken.
she's got like the turkey. Like,
Trish, on the other hand, the fitness guru is.
Well,
she
yeah.
can still go.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So,
and Trish is retired like 3 times. I'm glad they made her a heel because I was starting to be like, Jesus, lady, I thought you she lost the retirement match to Charlotte Flair a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yet she's wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like,
well, to wrap this show right here up, we had the main event, which was Chris Jericho versus Keith Lee. And it was a great match. It was an old school match where Jericho kept him on the ground as much as he could because he knew the guy was huge.
Hold up. Before you get into the match, what do you think of Keith Lee's like Jedi robe entrance gear that he has now?
I dig it.
Did you notice that? Yeah,
I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I'm digging it, man. I dig Keith Lee, period, no matter what he does. I think he's awesome. It was kind of scary looking when he got put in the walls of Jericho. That gut was,
he always says these funny words.
Man. Woof. He was looking rough there, but
yeah.
Other than that, it was a great match, I thought, and it was a good show. I've been really, I think the quality of AEW is getting better. It's got its problems. I think they have way too many melees. I think that they need to be a little bit more sparing on that. Let's have some regular matches. And I think this about both of the promotions. I think they need to rein in their rules a little bit, start having consequences for what guys do. They're just going willy-nilly just to try and be shocking right now.
Yeah.
No.
What was that? We have the 2-minute warning.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, shit.
Yep. We got 2 minutes.
We haven't even talked about Rampage.
No, we don't care about Rampage because we don't watch it. Yeah. But the big thing in AEW right now that's overshadowing all of it is CM Punk looms large.
CM Punk.
Yes.
CM
Punk. You guys said it was a work.
Dude, I like it better be. I said this last night. I'm bummed Joe didn't show up, the prick. He texted me this morning and everything. I sent him the link. So I don't know, man. Like if like I said last night, if Punk went to Tony Khan and was like, "Hey, man, I tore my tricep. I'm done. Let me like spit fire, start some shit we can turn into an angle when I come back." If that happened, and they make this into money, then I'll agree with Uncle Dave that Tony Khan is Booker of the Year. If not, dude's a fucking idiot.
He is an idiot. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
All I got to say about that.
Well, boys and girls, it's been good to see you.
Likewise.
Oh, hold up. Yeah, hold up. Yeah, Cece.
Yeah.
No, we're saying goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
No, say
Bye
something
now.
to the people. Like,
Well, thank you for watching. We're here every Sunday. Well, not here, but
2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
Trucker time. Sorry.
She believes in only one time zone, Pacific only.
Yeah, well,
yes.
So, Joe, thank you so much, as always. Das Wolfen, I'm glad you're able to join us, and,
Thank you, Kadish.
Yeah. Oh, and yes.
Especially that.
Can you
Mr.
get
Kadish?
on? No, he doesn't want to get on camera. Okay. Well, thank you, Kadish. Kadish is a golden human being. We love the Salty Nerd podcast. Be sure to check them out, saltynerd.com. Is that right? Yeah, saltynerd.com. All right, and I guess that's it, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. And you
Sayonara.
Yeah.